Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a new moon in Cancer reading. Today has been an interesting day for me. My moon is in Cancer, so new moon in Cancer. I have been feeling the collective energies, let's put it that way. It has been one roller coaster ride of a day. Sending love to all of you twins, and sending love to my DM. Sending love to everybody having their eyes opened beautifully to the truth of their emotions today. Okay, the first thing I'm going to pull cards on is what's going on in the DM's world for this new moon. It's a really powerful one. I feel like the moon cycles are amping right up these days, but what can we see that's going on in the DM's world at this time? Two of Wands, stepping out of their comfort zone. So let's see, what are they doing? Oh, this card was the first card on the split, Two of Swords. So Two of Wands, stepping out of comfort zone to begin to go inward, deeply inward. This is a blindfolded person here, and that means the only vision is inward vision. Each sword represents love versus fear. Both of these cards indicate a choice. You know, when there is a two, it means that we're drawn, our attention is taken to one or the other. And so the DMs have made a choice to go out of their comfort zone and go within. What are they going within? This communication card just sort of flew out on the side like that. They're looking at how they have, ooh, this is free will. This is the crux of the free will, how they look at things and what they do in response to those things. How they communicate, how they act or they don't. Really taking a look at that. What is on the bottom of the deck? High Priest. Spiritually, they are going deep into their motivations, deep into their triggers, deep into their subconscious, I'm hearing. Yeah, Hermit. Because they know justice has not prevailed. Transformation has not completed. King of Wands and Empress. Queen of Pentacles. Separation. Choice in love with the Lovers. Okay, so this is a really quite a relevant story here. So many major arcana. The Hierophant is spiritual beliefs, spiritual connection, spiritual motivation, the gospel, the God self, the final say, the highest say, the firm knowing. It's like the absolute spiritual belief about something. Masculines are, wow, really going that deeply on this new moon to find out what do they actually believe about their destined path. What do they actually believe? Have they actually been taking action in alignment with that or not? Have they actually been navigating their highest path? Have they actually been choosing the things in alignment with this? Or have they been fear driven? Have they been playing it safe? Or have they been going forward out of their comfort zone in the name of growth? It's a little bit of all of it, I believe. With the Justice card and the Death Transformation card here, they're both in progress. They're like halfway through. And so it is a little bit of both, because certain things have to be excluded and other things have to be implemented. So the masculines are very aware of choice points right now. They're getting this catalyzed boost with the new moon in Cancer so that they can see what choices clearly need to be made to get them where they're going in the highest, towards this higher love. And again, we have all of these cards in the reverse. Because we've got Justice and Death in the reverse, I'm going to read these ones. King of Wands is my Divine Masculine card. This cheeky grin, though, is not my favorite representation of this card, because it is very sexually driven, very I do what I want, very rebellious in a way, this one. But it's coming into the energy of accountability and true charisma, true empowerment. Oh, but it's a little gritty on the way there. It's en route to understanding. Divine masculines are en route to understanding. They are all that. They are everything they've sensed that they would be one day, were on the deepest levels, but they are very much coming into understanding how to show the world that, how to show themselves that, how to show the divine that in their own special brand of awesome. Abundance here, and the Queen of Pentacles. For some, this is all about mother of children, divine feminine as mother, nurturing energy, mother healing. There's a lot of mother energy here. Root chakra healing, abundance, home. These cards are also in the reverse. So if those themes are resonating, masculines are in transition. Many of them are in legal situations regarding homes, regarding children, regarding their finances, their abundance. This is also divine feminine in the physical, divine feminine and possibly a karmic partner, the rightful loyal partner, and then this cold shoulder one that may be tied in the situation for some other reason. These are all things in transition. These are all major pivotal life moments that the masculines are seeing very clearly what is what. And then we have this last card of separation here. This is also the card of the 5D, true alignment. For me, this card is so elusive in a way because it's very material realm based with the pentacles, and it indicates the abandonment wound, the being left out in the cold, separation. But it's also that pivotal moment where we understand we are spirit. There's more than meets the eye. We recognize the spiritual connection, the continuity, the eternal. And so this is the baseline, the original separation wound, and how that factors in to all the different things that play out, the choices that the masculines make in love versus fear, or staying with what they know, or innovation. So masculines are very, very deeply within right now. That could indicate that many of them are being faced with major choices that might threaten their sense of security in a 3D sense, but possibly open the door for profound abundance on a higher level. Okay, let's do the same thing for the feminines now. What is it that the divine feminines... Ooh, I'm being told to ask for some advice. We'll get one Starseed Oracle for that. So what can the Divine Masculines who may have watched that get for a little bit of Sirian Stargate? Transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. Yeah, with the High Priest, masculines go into that serene place and ask for higher guidance. You have this ability with the Cancer new moon to go so deeply within to the essence, the core. Go through this Stargate, transcend the old paradigms, transcend it. This energy is going to last for a few days. You are not going to really be able to escape it, Divine Masculines, but prayerfulness will help you tease out what is love and what is fear. I'm just going to absolutely say a prayer and trust that the masculines are innately, instinctually going to that place. The Divine Masculine Collective, I want to say Godspeed with that. This is a Stargate. Stargate energy is not casual. It is starseed missions and new templates coming into the earth realm. These are the innovators. These Divine Masculines are the innovators of new emotional and spiritual technologies, of space-time templating. This is, special ops. All the divine counterparts function that way on the earth plane. And this new moon is a very pivotal experience. And I'm also hearing for the masculines to come into another level of the embodiment of their birthright as the spirit in action, those heavenly diplomats. But this is absolutely a choice point motion right now, in preparation to show the world how to make true, authentic, decisive choices in the direction of spirit, in the direction of the higher love, in the direction of love, not fear. Whew. Okay, what are the feminines experiencing on this new moon? What is the major theme? Six of Cups. This is inner child healing, past lives. Today, this card has truly been emerging as past lives. I don't think I've ever channeled this one being so past lifey. This is multiple past lives. Friendship, play, camaraderie, connection with divine counterparts, with soul group, soul family. So divine feminines, this full moon is absolutely reminding you who your people are across the planet. This is you coming into the profound recognition of where your soul cry lays. The troops that you would rally with, the same fractal understanding. This is that call. And you've never been so sure that you want true alignment with or without your masculine, I'm also hearing. Well, let's see what else about this soulmate level love. And we get justice in the upright for the feminines. Here's the yin yang. Look at that separation. I'm really taken with that. Wow, justice is such a 3D card. The temperance card is a higher balance. Justice is a very material realm based balance. The yin yang is such a spiritual template, and I can't help but think that the feminines are really looking at what the 3D version of justice would dictate, and seeing that there is something so much more eternal and continuous that runs through all of it, that's so much more fluid. It's an interesting feeling. It's the multidimensionality of the past lives, the Akash, the inner child healing, the emotional cycles, the moon. Feminines are truly tapping into a higher aesthetic through the conduits of the 3D. Okay, something else. What else? What else for the feminines? What are the feminines dealing with? 8 of Cups in the reverse. So they're returning to certain things that seemed legalistic, that seemed cut and dry. They're looking at things in a second opinion for some, with justice, with legal matters, or with absolute thinking. There's a revisiting some of the concrete absolute assumptions. Feminines are really trying to come to an ultimate truth, I just heard. Yeah, and I'm looking at the King of Swords, another very legal card. But this can be divine masculine's stubborn alignment in these connections. And divine feminine really looking at something regarding divine masculine as make or break. And then revisiting that and saying, is it that simple? Is it what meets the eye? Or is there some other way that I can come back and not have to walk away from it hurting me, hurting emotionally? 8 of Cups is when we are just done with something, we let it go, often third-party situations, things that don't emotionally serve. In the reverse, it's, well, wait a minute, let me take another look at that. Maybe I was being too legalistic. So feminines have pushed through major past life karma. Thanks for bearing with me. That's what I'm actually getting here with this combination, is that this new moon has helped the divine feminines push through some of the things that they have thought were, oh wow, we've got the King of Cups and the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Has helped the feminines push through certain things that they have thought were absolute. Feminines are going through a growth spurt regarding unspoken feelings and the thoughts, motivations. Feminines are starting to see energy in a different way. They're starting to see actions and thoughts and emotions as developmental stages and not taking it personally, therefore returning, not wanting to leave so fast. Divine feminines, you are so intuitive, and everything is a process. Okay, let's see what the divine wants the divine feminine collective to be aware of on this Cancer full moon. Pleiadian stargates. We are getting another stargate. Freedom. Yes, freedom, divine feminines, from this legalistic view. Freedom from past life karma, generational karma. Justice is here for you, feminines, because you are not willing to be so legalistic. You're willing to soften the edges, to give the benefit of the doubt, but also to see developmental stage and not take it personally. It's all energy. Interesting, the Justice is giving me such a feeling like the Two of Swords in the masculine read, and we have 2 stargates, one for each. Divine masculine and divine feminine. So freedom, sensitivity, beauty, and sensuality. This is the freedom to be yourself, feminines, when you don't take anything personally anymore. It's really on them. If you are blameless, if you have refined yourself to the point of pure gold, feminines, nothing that you witness or experience needs to be taken personally in a negative way. Okay, let's dive into what the, let's do the feminines first. What are the divine feminines thinking about the connection? Let's do it together. So, divine feminines, thank you, divine creator. What are the divine feminines thinking about the connection, feeling for their divine masculine? What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the feminine's biggest challenge at this time? Spirit guided solution for that, and where is the energy going? And the same for the masculines. What are the divine masculines thinking about these connections with their divine feminine on this Cancer full moon? What are the divine masculines feeling in their heart space for the feminine? Aw, so the Ace of Cups. What are the divine masculines wishing for these connections? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution? And where is everything going? Okay, so the feminines, what are they thinking? Ten of Air and the Magician. There's that freedom. There's the release, the letting go, lighter than air. Feminines are asking for angelic assistance, but wanting to just let it all go. Wanting to manifest that final breakthrough that brings them out of the existential crisis and into complete faith and trust. That bomb-proof energy. Feminines, it is another layer. This is a massive new moon. And so even if you thought you had healed it all, the best of us are crumbling at moments through this full moon. You are definitely not alone. Dear Feminine Collective, this is such a tender card. The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords are two of the gnarliest cards in the decks. They are where our minds convince us we are forsaken. And this is marking you completely empowering yourself to let that go. Light as air, feather effortlessly, let it go. It's just not worth it, feminines. And anyone else's opinion of you has nothing to do with you. Ooh. Okay, for the divine masculines, how are they thinking about the connection? Their eyes are being open to how much love they really have for you, divine feminines. As you are completely letting go of taking anything your masculine does personally. Does it mean when feet are itchy? My foot just got super itchy. Ah! Must be that my masculine's thinking of me. So the divine masculines are absolutely awestruck with the amount of love they actually have for you, divine feminines, on this Cancer full moon. This is incredible, seeing the light, hearing the call, knowing. This is the serenity as well that came up in the Stargate card for the masculines. They're wanting to solve this internal turmoil and also level right up out of this. Ooh, I just saw all of these birds and these feathers as the feminine's starting to see some of the epiphanies the masculines are having trickling in from the 5D. Yeah, beautiful. So there are some signs and synchronicities that might have to do with birds, feathers coming through. Pay attention to those feminines, because that is an I love you from your masculine's higher self right now. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, what are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space? The Fool and the Queen of Cups. They are so ready for this new beginning. Look at this Magician manifestation energy here. Same sort of getting down to business, the knowing, the feeling. The Fool is the leap of faith. The Fool is readiness. This is the trumpet call. So energetically, you know, the Judgment card, that is the redemption day, the judgment call. I always think of the trumpets sounding in this card, and Divine Feminines, you are energetically sounding the call of readiness, because you are actually doing the impossible and transcending the mind, transcending the fear, the devil energies. The devil energies reside in the mind. You're transcending illusion, feminines. All of it. You're doing it. Feel it. Feel that. That's sounding the call. And the masculine